Omaha, Nebraska. It's a little cloudy. Look at it. It's still beautiful. Alright, let me come on here and give you a little quick update for those that care. And those that don't care, that love to watch me anyway, baby. Always much love. Alright, I had court today. And it went okay. It went okay. For sure that the state of Nebraska tried to put me on, crucify me as if I'm such a bad mom. And yeah, they pretty much said that I coached my kids. The thing about videos, again, there's so many angles to a video, baby. I would never coach my kids to make up lies about somebody else. I'm I don't have that type of heart. So again, if you're that person and you believe that's who I am, baby, that's who you are. There's no way in hell. Now, the way I was asking my son questions, I can see what I did wrong as far as, but again, at that time, my mind snapped, baby. The minute I heard Atara say what she said to me, I couldn't think straight. You understand? So I yelled at my son. I'm sorry for that. I love my son. But I don't believe my son. I believe my daughter over my son. You understand that? You don't know, again, y'all, it's like this. Y'all don't know people's kids. I know my son. My son would lie about anything. If something happened to my baby, he would not tell. He'll be so embarrassed that my son will not tell. Maybe he'll tell when he's older. But as a mother, how dare y'all tell us that we don't have an intuition, huh? I have to believe Atara. So the reason I've been walking this hard road, when I'm telling you that Randy and Mariah have completely crossed me to where I will never speak to them again in my life, that I believe my daughter over anyone, over my son. I believe my little girl cannot come up with things that she told me. That my son will be more likely to lie because of embarrassment. My daughter, Atara, her details, there's too much for me. And they try to say I coached them. No, my baby was telling me things that I could never in my life come up. Think about it. If I befriended Mariah, and I could never imagine that she was capable of stuff like that. So no, y'all not gonna sit here and tell me that, no, I'm not the person that y'all try to portray me to be. That's a lie. No way, baby. No way. Again, I don't know what happened in the house. I just go off what my daughter told me, and I cannot pretend like I didn't hear those words. I never coached her. I asked her. I probed her. I said, and what else happened, baby? And what else happened? And she would tell me details. I don't know the law verbatim, but I know what coaching is. Coaching is you're putting, you're giving names, and I wasn't doing none of that. I kept saying, what else happened, baby? And what else? And if in the videos y'all heard, it's because my mind was snapping, yo. Do you understand how many details? Y'all not gonna sit here and baby, stop doing that to people. Stop doing that to me. The reason I came on Facebook, on YouTube that day, because the police didn't believe me, and they weren't doing nothing, and I was trying to beg YouTube to I was just venting. But I know for a fact I told the truth, I'm at peace. But thank you so much to my attorney and Shannon. It's my goddamn of Lightem, baby, that I love y'all. I don't even know y'all strangers, but they have a soul. They have compassion. They have empathy. I actually met real people that actually believe me. So thank God for those people. Even though they can't give me my kids back, that I'm so appreciative that they have a heart, and they can understand that I'm not this person that the state of Nebraska is trying to portray me to be. And you know what's silly though? Because the details I was getting is that a YouTuber called police. Do you know who called the police based off my videos? Randy Nunn, baby. You know how many times abusers try to hide behind the justice system, and the whole time they're the abuser, huh? So, again, Randy and Mariah, baby, you gotta deal with God. I don't know what happened. All I know is I trust y'all, that I trust my kids. I believe Atara over anybody, you understand? Not because I want to, because not one adult can explain to me how my daughter can come up with the filthy stuff she told me, huh? Unless she saw it happening. I don't care what nobody says. I could never coach a 4-year-old to remember all those details. My baby could barely, She knew the alphabet, but I couldn't tell her a whole poem. She'll memorize it. So no way in the world, baby. Just because kids don't tell interrogators, that doesn't mean things didn't happen. So let's, like I was in court today, just because Jordan, ex-CPS worker, right? She pretty much tried to say because of my mental state, I didn't deserve my kids. Shame on you, Jordan. Shame on you, Jordan, for doing that, for saying that about me. You didn't even know me. She said after my kids were interrogated that I still pretty much I wasn't believing the interrogators, that I was still believing my kids were assaulted. Baby, until the day I die, I'll believe my daughter Atara over anybody. You understand me? That is my duty as a mom. And nobody's gonna tell me I didn't hear those words. I didn't tell her. Like, I just don't wish this on anyone, baby. This is the worst thing of my life. Like, y'all don't even understand. So again, never think it can happen to you, that your mind can just snap. At least my mind didn't snap and hurt someone. That the only thing I did is I said some hurtful things. That's my way to cope. That's my mouth, right? That is my weapon. I don't have to go out here and be hurt. I don't like hurting people. Not even with my mouth, but like that's like the only weapon I got as far as like my truth, baby. Always believe your kids. Always believe your kids, baby. And when they get older, like everything's gonna come into the surface, right? I don't know how this thing is gonna play out. I see my flaws back, like the things I was saying, it wasn't me. As far as my mind was not all there. But me saying in front of my kids, I could see how it was, it could be looked upon as coaching. Even though I wasn't intentionally trying to coach them, me speaking about things in front of my kids, maybe that could have, I understand certain things that I could have done better, but at that time, I didn't have the mind capacity. I didn't know what to do. Thank God I didn't go out here and do nothing stupid, baby. So anyway, I'm proud of myself because I just cannot believe I'm still here. Again. I know horrible things happen, but look at that. I would have never been grateful for my suicide attempt. Not that I'm thankful, but the fact that had I not gone through that suicide attempt, that I wouldn't have been able to cope with this traumatic event in my life this time around. This is how I made it. I promise you, I wouldn't have been here, baby. That my suicide attempt taught me about the meaning of life. As sad as it sounds, but I suppose if you want to learn a lesson from tragedies, that's where it's at, baby. And I always do try to, I try to see, I like to see the lessons behind things when horrible things happen, right? Again, don't ever think I want this to have happened to my kids. I just don't have a choice but to believe my daughter, baby. Too many details. Too many, like, do you understand these 8 months would have been so much easier for me? But I heard my baby say horrible things. Like, that just cannot just disappear out of my mind. I can't. I would have had it easier. This 8 months, baby, I've thrown... Do you think if I made this up, I would have reacted in such a traumatic way? I threw everything away. I threw away Social Security cards. I threw away my green card, baby. I lost my mind. I thought the world was gonna end. Huh? You think I just made it up so I can... So what? So what? For what purpose, baby? Please, if you have a human heart, try to... be empathetic towards me and my kids, baby. I don't know what truly happened, but you can never tell a mother not to believe her child. And again, there's a reason why my son, I didn't believe him, because he's lied to me so many times. And Atara will be the most courageous. Like, she'll tell you if your breath stinks to your face. You understand? You guys don't know my kids like I know my kids. Atara, very courageous and bold. Armani, he'll sit there and fart in front of us and tell me that he didn't do it. He would lie about the smallest things. I love my son. I love all my kids the same, baby. But this is how I weigh, like, I have to believe my daughter. She's gonna be so proud of me one day, no? And then mama believed her, and I had a whole bunch of people going against me. But I believe my baby. Always much love. It was a okay court date, you know? I didn't take a plea because I told the truth. So like, I'm not gonna take a plea. There was nothing wrong with me, but all the details it did, it messed with my mind. I didn't know how to cope with it at the time. I was saying crazy stuff. But do you see what trauma can do? Like just words from your little babies. And I know my kids Tara never talked like that before, but y'all, I mean, people expected me not to believe her. Like, that's crazy. Anyway. Always much love, baby. I'll be alright. I'm gonna just fight to get my kids back and do it the right way. I'm just so thankful to God, the Spirit of God, for helping me get my mind back together. Because it's been a hard 8 months, almost 9 months, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to think for myself still, right? Cook and do all these things. I see how people's minds can snap. And I will never laugh at someone ever in my life, right? I will always try to go out here and understand people because of what I just went through with my kids. Always much love, baby. Always much love, okay? Always much love. I don't really know what to say. I just gotta go with the flow. I just miss my kids, and everything happens for a reason, you know? Like, we're only in control of ourselves. We think we're in control of, and I did that as a mom. I was very overprotective. It comes from the justice system. They don't understand me so much. It comes from a great deal of trauma as a child. So when I heard my baby say those things, I think that my mind snapped. You understand? I overreact, I think, easier than others. I've had to understand myself because of such long history of trauma as a child. So yeah, but that's something I need to work on, right? I don't know. Again, if y'all was in my shoes, I wonder how y'all would have handled this situation. I shouldn't have got on YouTube, but at the time, YouTube was my only place to vent, you know, like, that was my safe space, my safe place, where I could just be myself. And but I understand now that people can really take your videos, your words, and they can project them to be something they're not. I suppose that's with social media, right? I mean, it could be that way, but again, I know who I am. I just know who I am. I know what I've done and haven't done. I know what I've said and haven't said. And I mean, are important, baby, but actions are more important. You understand? A person can say what they're gonna do all day long, and if they don't do it, then it doesn't matter, does it? Words are important, but actions are more important. So always much love. I did try. I tried. Again, there's gonna come points in your life where you're gonna be faced with you're not even gonna have time to think, baby. It be like that. Like, I don't know, people want to see and like really crucify me. I didn't know how I should have acted. I thought I did what was right. I just wish the justice system would have looked at me as a human being instead of treating me the way they did. That's it. Like, y'all did not have to come in my house and do what you did. Are they ever gonna admit to that, or they're just gonna blame it all on me, huh? Like my oldest two kids, and even Tara, they'll forever remember that. Being ripped from their mother. Because what, though? Had the police done their job and took me serious, and I probably would have went on YouTube, baby. And then the fact that Randy called them and they jumped. And imagine that man, it really is a predator. Then what? What if you find out down the line that he's really been molesting on kids, huh? And y'all sat there and you helped him. Then what, though? Then what? I don't know what happened in the house, but something's off. You understand me? Like, you guys cannot convince me of that. Something's not right in the house with those folks. Always much love. Always much love. I be trying to make sense of things too, and I do it out loud. you know, the officer that was in my house, she was a witness. It is what it is. They think I was so unsafe being around my kids because of what I was saying. Instead of trying to come in my house and help me and get me some like real help, like, ma'am, I know you just heard some traumatic things and we need to make sense of it. And they hurted me and my family worse. Like they even inflicted more pain. So good job, baby. If you think your justice was fair and that's what y'all do, that's fine. Again, everything, we can only control so much, baby. Always much love. I'm all over the place today just because it's an emotional morning. But everything's gonna, all these details, all the missing puzzle pieces, they're gonna fall together eventually, right? Might take years. I'm patient. I'm very patient. I suppose that I've learned what patience is. Like, I'm like almost an expert at it, baby. Going through these months, I just look forward to being with my kids again. One day, just having all my kids and cooking and cleaning and doing what I was doing. So I have hope. Always much love. Always much love, baby. Have a beautiful, blessed day, okay? What's up, girl? Oh, you love school.